the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Moss. Makes the catch, it's Bell. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. How about this defense slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to run out the clock from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. Unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. a tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lemon. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I love the play call. First play in the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
He lets it fly. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. Running free. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the tight end. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
They typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Unloads to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say they have a lot of him plays. Throw the ball to him. Already over 100 yards receiving.
Keep it simple, stupid. Just find this guy and get him the football. Now, if you're on defense, it's pretty obvious where this team is going with the ball. You're going to have to come up with a plan to stop this guy.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Mayava. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
Catch in the middle. It's Lemon. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Lions on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quick completion on the outroute. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
A first down run in the red zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And right down the middle. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Price. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front of that defensive line.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. touchdown saving tackle. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Price. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Flanagan. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Now improvising. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive game.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lemon. There he goes! The 40, the 30. Inside the touchdown Trojans. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The option look. He'll toss it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Luke Rockne, Eric Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll, a lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
The whole time we can keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know to be great.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. On the ground, it's Love. Got it inside the 15. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And what a turn of events as this defense gets to pick six. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To throw, it's Mayava. Gonna take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here
defenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
It's complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle, it's Sanders.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.